The banners of the Forsaken Empire snapped in the wind like the wings of carrion birds, their black and crimson fabric tattered by years of fire and siege, yet unbroken. Across the battlefield of Realm 1135, smoke rose from burning castles, and rivers once clear now carried the stains of blood. This land was not merely a realm, it was a graveyard carved and claimed by those strong enough to wield fire and shadow. At the center of it all stood Shizumura, commander of the Forsaken Empire. His white hair gleamed in the dying light of the sun, and his sword burned with black smoke that writhed like serpents. His eyes glowed red, each ember a promise of death. Around him gathered the heart of the Empire, not soldiers but legends. They were men and women bound not by coin nor by pride, but by oath. An oath etched into every scar on their bodies and every drop of blood spilled in their name. The Forsaken Empire never bows, never breaks, and never forget. They called themselves the Farmers with Sticks, FWS, a mocking name they wore like armor, as if to laugh at the cruelty of war. They claimed to be simple men and women, unafraid of killers, mocking Forsaken as little more than butchers without honor. Their mistake was believing that killers could not be kings. Darkwolf was the first to meet them. Cloaked in shadows, his strikes fell silent and merciless, and the jeering ended in screams. Where Darkwolf prowled, no farmer's courage endured. Beauty followed, her voice a battle cry as sweet as a harp, her blade flashing like sunlight on water. The Forsaken surged at her side, heart steadied by her song. At the shield wall stood Bobby. Farmers broke like waves against his immovable defense, their torches extinguished against the unyielding stone of his will. Behind him, Moran danced like fire, her laughter echoing above the chaos as she cut down their leaders one by one. By the second week, their castles burned. By the third, their leaders begged for mercy. But Forsaken does not forget insults. The rivers ran red and the farmers were no more. Broken, shamed, they bent knee to reckless disorder, merging their pitiful remnants with the desperate. Thus ended the Farmers with Sticks, their lesson carved in flame. Mock killers and be consumed by them. Reckless disorder welcomed the survivors of FWS with open arms, boasting that together they would challenge the killers of Forsaken. They called themselves the Storm, the new fury of 1135. But storms pass, Forsaken fire endures. The first night, Forsaken raiders descended on their castles. Flames devoured their banners before their boasts reached the wind. Papichulo led the charge, his laughter ringing above the screams, fearless as he cut down those who fled. Reckless disorder lived up to its name, flailing wildly, charging blindly. Their castles burned until rivers swelled with blood, their names erased from banners and walls alike. By the month's end, there was no storm, only ashes. The Dark Order rose from the ashes of forgotten wars, led by Old Man Gax with his beard long as memory. TDO was not an army, it was a crucible. Soldiers bled in the training fields, fighting to survive long enough to be claimed by AMK or cut down in battle. They spawned like carrion, endless and hungry. Yet to the Forsaken, they were cattle for slaughter. For every TDO soldier that rose, a Forsaken warrior cast down 10. Still, they came endless, nameless. If TDO was the graveyard, then AMK was the gilded palace built upon it. Wealthy, arrogant, proud, but hollow. Their banners glittered with rainbow thread. Their walls gleamed with marble, but their courage was as brittle as glass. Wolf, their leader, spent his days writing poetry, his words prettier than his blade. His people worshipped Nika, their false queen, kissing her feet while Forsaken fire tore through their keeps. When the Forsaken marched, AMK's wealth could not shield them.
Silver does not stop steel.
W coins cannot buy courage. Their castles burned just as easily as FWS or RDK. Their soldiers died faster, for they had never bled before. From the blood of farmers, the ashes of Reckless, the corpses of Dark Order, and the ruin of AMK rose a truth. The Forsaken Empire was not strong because of castles or crowns. It was strong because of its people, and countless more, their names whispered by the wind, their deeds etched into the soil of 1135. Together they stood, their banners high, their unity unbreakable. Night fell across 1135. The fires dimmed, the smoke rose, the dead were countless. But atop the battlefield, the banners of the Forsaken Empire still flew, torn but never burned.